Hello and welcome back to Technical Tales. Well, I'm up here in my little rubber tree plantation at the top of this tree. I've got a few extra ones. I kind of run out of saplings. The last few times I broke the leaves I didn't really get any, so I'll have to go searching for more if I want to expand this. Now, one thing you may notice up here is a lack of furnace or anything else and so on. That's because I've made a discovery, and that discovery is that ogres, the things that I was so scared of, the reason why I'm up here, ogres cannot break marble. Cannot break plain marble or marble bricks. So I've decided to move my base. Do I have a tree tap on me? No. So I've decided to move my base down to the ground, and I've given it a nice marble perimeter. So let's get down there and we'll have a look. There we go. Now, I'm not sure what to do about the ceiling yet, whether I should bring some form of ceiling across or build something going up. You know, going up might be a bit too tall, but I think maybe a ceiling a bit bigger than this. You know, maybe up to where those leaves start, and then that'll be down a little bit, but we'll think about that. I've lit the floor quite nicely. I have a little sleeping area. I've got the start of a basic storage system, and that's it, because I didn't want to do anything when you guys weren't around. One thing I have been doing is collecting resources. So, ooh, game sounds. Are they rather loud? Let's have a look at this. Options. No, apparently the game sounds are at 2%. In that case, they must just be really turned up in my headset. So I will turn those down a little bit. There we go. 10%. Even that seems a little loud. I normally run this game at 20% sound. Fair enough. So, yes, I've been doing resource gathering and so on. I've got a few of these rubies left, but I've been using them for my tools, because apparently they are just as good at tools as diamond, although they don't last as long. But they're not used for anything else, so I can save all my shiny diamonds for the machines and everything I'm going to be making. I've got 7, which isn't quite enough, so we'll do what we can, and then we'll see about finding more diamonds. There we go. Sorry, just trying to get comfortable here. This was a natural pool that was already here, and I decided to leave it because if I start using steam engines and combustion engines around the place, a nice source of water, a nice infinite source of water, will be very useful. I've been doing other resource gathering. These are just normal blocks and stuff like that I've got. But this is the stuff we're interested in. We have lots of tin, we have lots of copper, we have lots of iron, lots of coal, some redstone, etc, etc. We also have loads of rubber wood, so once I build an extractor, we won't be short of rubber for a while. We've also got 63 sticky resin ready to run through an extractor, and 60 rubber ready to go, which is pretty good. So, where to start? Now, I'm going to have to be referring to the wikis as I go, because I've never played this game before. I have been doing a lot of reading, so I've got a fair idea as to how to get started on stuff. So let me just switch to the wiki a moment. Bring up the page I want. There we go. So, the first thing I want to do is craft myself a divining rod. This is part of the equivalent exchange mod pack, and will essentially make it easier for me to find more resources later. Now, so once I run out of diamond and stuff, I want to have this thing ready to go. So, let me grab what I need. There's something else I wanted to build as well. I wanted to replace that with something better. So let me just grab some of the stuff I think I'm going to need. Do I have normal wood? I don't have any normal wood. I might have to go... Huh. Oh, I've got loads of crafting tables. Do I have to go chopping wood already? You know what? I believe I do. And I fall at the first hurdle. So let's have a quick kip. And I'll see you in the morning. Okay, let us quickly grab us some. Ready for the dash out. Oh, dash out, I said. Come on, no, 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 keep running. You never know, you might get creepered. Okay. I've been clearing lots of the trees from around here to try and make it a little bit safer, at least during the day. So the advantage is it doesn't... What the hell? I'm being attacked by a tree. Okay, well it's hostile, so... Keep trying to kill this tree. There we go. What the... What was that? Eldritch log. Okay. That was surprising. That's what I like about this pack, is you never know what's going to happen next. Okay. I'll just grab me these trees that are around here immediately. Oh yeah, some of you may have spotted skeleton spawner. I found me a skeleton spawner just under my base. Now I'm going to try and make sure that I don't destroy it, and I haven't done anything with it yet, but that might come in handy. I'll probably add more doors to this place later so I can get in and out in all four directions. The way down to the skeleton spawner is here. Okay, I've got more wood now. I need some cobblestone. I need some coal. What else am I going to need? Some iron and redstone. Some redstone and some iron. Okay. I think I have everything I need. What I don't have is the crafting table because I picked it up. Oh dear, it never occurred to me that I would actually need the crafting table in order to craft the thing that I want to craft to replace the crafting table with. Luckily, I have spares. Right, so the first thing I want to make is another chest. Like so. So put a chest there, crafting table there. 3 bits of wood across the top. I think it's cobblestone. Oh, okay, I've forgotten this one. Let's have a quick double check. Ah, I've just got this the wrong way round. It's cobblestone at the top and wood at the sides. Oh, it's smooth stone, not cobblestone. Fair enough. Let me just cook up. Now, I've been cooking some iron and so on, but not too much because I'll be able to double my supply of iron in a bit once I get some of these machines up and running. So we'll just wait while this smooth stone cooks. Okay. Smooth stone and cobblestone looks very similar. So, smooth stone across the top. Let me put a crafting table in the middle, a chest at the bottom, and wood either side, and we get a project table. Now where do I want to put this down? Because this is, wherever I put this will be sort of my primary crafting area. I think still here is a good place for my project table. Sort of nice and central. Now the advantage of a project table over a normal one is it actually has some inventory space. The other advantage of a project table is if you're, say, halfway through crafting something and you realise you've forgotten something, you can go away and come back and the bits are still there. So this is essentially my new crafting table, so do that. So, divining rod. Okay, for a divining rod, the first thing I need is to make Covalence Dust. Now, Covalence Dust is essentially a magical alchemical compound, which is part of the equivalent exchange mod. So, it comes in 3 different layers, or levels of power. Oh, it is actually charcoal, not coal. I assumed it was coal. There you go. Okay, so this gives me my normal Covalence Dust. Now, this can be used for a few things. The 2 things it can be used for is if you have a repair talisman, you can use this to power the repair talisman so your tools never break. The other thing it can be done is used to make a divining rod, which is what we're going to do now. So I get some sticks, put a stick in the middle, surround it by the Covalence Dust, and I get my level 1 divining rod. Now apparently you use it by right hand clicking. See? And it gives you a value. There we go. So there's something more valuable under there, because it said there was a value of 8 on that. So we could dig down a bit. Ooh, 35, you see? And essentially in this way you can home in, and I think it is directional, so it's only doing 1 in that direction, but if I point down I get a 35. So in this way you can home in on the goodies. Let's just repair my floor. There we go. See, this is why I need some form of roof, because, you know, the rain does get in places. Okay. But there are better divining rods than that. We can upgrade. We can make it better. But in order to make it better, we need some medium Covalence Dust, which is the next level up. And for this we need a piece of iron and a piece of redstone, and that gives us 40... well, it still is also just called Covalence Dust, but it is the medium Covalence Dust. It's slightly more powerful. And I can upgrade my existing divining rod like so. Now this essentially will scan a larger area. If you remember when we were here pointing down, we were only getting a 1 before. See, oh, and now it's also more accurate. It tells you the value of the best thing it's found. It doesn't appear to be finding what the other one was finding, which is strange, but doesn't matter. But we can still do even better than this. What we need is the best type of divining rod, so we need the next level of Covalence Dust up, because that's how this works. And for that we need to use one of our precious diamonds, which is why I wanted to do this first. You know, because if I run out of diamonds before I make this thing, then I won't be able to make this thing. Now this one does use coal, so diamond and coal gives me 40 of the really good Covalence Dust, and then I can upgrade this to the best divining rod there is. Now this will scan up to 64. There you go. See, it's found something down there worth 128. Just to give you an idea of the scale, diamond is 8,100 and something. So 128, not that good. Now, is this actually using dust as I use it? No, because they're all still at 32, which is the 40 minus the 8 it used to craft the thing. Divining rods. Okay. So, I think that's about as far as I can go. Oh no, I can make myself a repair talisman now, because I've got the Covalence Dust for that. So I do need some string, however, and some paper. Remind me to plant that. There we go. Let me make ourselves a repair talisman. That way, you know, like for example, this shovel's almost worn out. If I make myself one of these repair talismans, then it will burn the Covalence Dust and repair it, but before it runs out, and that way these gemstone tools should last me. So I need green there, turquoise there, blue there. Haven't made my paper yet. Let's put down a backup crafting table. So if I'm halfway through something, I can do that. Okay, that's some paper. Put some paper in the middle, and we have ourselves a repair Talisman of Repair. Now, there you go. See, it automatically repaired my stone axe. And it used the lowest level of Covalence Dust for that because it's a stone tool. Basically, it's based on, you know, it's going to use different amounts of dust based on the power of the tool that it's repairing. Now, I'm curious whether it can repair gemstone tools. It might only be able to repair stuff from the vanilla Minecraft types. Well, we will find out. Can I make an alchemical chest? I can make an alchemical chest. I cannot make a philosopher's stone yet. I think I'll hold off on the alchemical chest right now. I don't really need to store that much stuff at the moment. So, let us switch to our machines. So, there's various machines set up to get a basic quarry up and running. And that's what I'm going to try and do. Now, the first thing I want to make is an iron furnace, because it's more efficient than these old-fashioned things. So let me grab that. I can use... So you want a normal furnace to start with, and then you upgrade it to an iron furnace. Like so. So this is still just this furnace. Okay. I think this wall wants to be my machine wall. That can be storage. I just want to sort of give plenty of room for everything. So this is still the type of old-fashioned furnace which actually just burns fuel. So let me put some charcoal in there. Charcoal is not worth as much as coal in equivalent exchange. So you want to be using charcoal most of the time for things. You know, if you're actually having to burn stuff. So that's my iron furnace. Now, what machine to do next? An extractor, maybe? An extractor will let me be able to get a lot more rubber. Where should I put the extractor? I'm trying to plan ahead in my brain, as it were. I'm going to put the extractor there, but we've got to make one. So an extractor will be the first actual machine which I believe requires electricity. So we are going to have to go on and make a generator at some point. But let's make the extractor first. Right, we need stuff. We're going to need some copper and some rubber. And we've already got some redstone, but let's make sure we've got more. In fact, let's get rid of stuff we're carrying which we don't think we need. Okay, so we need to make wires. And for that we're going to need copper. So let's smelt some copper. Again, I don't want to do too much, but I want a reasonable supply. Let's smelt 9. So the iron furnace is a lot quicker than a normal furnace and more efficient in that it uses less fuel. So there we go. So once I get 3 bits of copper, I can start making this first machine. There we go. So all machines need wire. So for wire you want copper in the middle, but you don't want to electrocute yourself. You need to insulate the wires, so you surround it by rubber, and that gives you 6 copper cable. Now I need something to be able to control this circuit. So you've got to use up all the wire you just made. You need to get a little bit of power in there and some iron. And that didn't work. What's gone wrong? Refined iron. Okay, I need refined iron. So what refined iron means essentially you get your iron and you cook it again. So this is why I needed this speeded up furnace, because so iron is not good enough for machines. You need refined iron. It needs, yep, there you go. Achievement get better than iron. It's essentially better than iron. So now if I put my refined iron, they're very similar in colour. In the middle, I get myself an electronic circuit. There we go. Ha! See, electronic circuits aren't that difficult. Anyone can make them in their own home. Now I need a housing for my machine, which requires more refined iron. In fact, it requires 8 refined iron, which means I don't have enough cooking. I need to get some more iron ore. Let's speed things up. Let's cook my last bit of iron in this furnace here. And then I'll get this bit of iron over to that one. Now, things are going to be a little bit laborious to start with, because I'm going to have to do everything manually. But the beauty of this mod is that I will be able to automate nearly everything I'm doing. Now, what am I making? I need some tree taps. I'm just looking ahead now in the recipe. Tree taps. Do I have any spare? Okay, right. I've got 3 there. Essentially, I need 4 fresh T-taps. T-taps. T-taps would be good. You know, in fact, why hasn't anyone invented that? You know, you just walk into your kitchen and you've got your cold tap and you've got your hot tap, and then there's a tea-tap, and you just turn it, a nice, lovely, fresh tea comes out. That would simplify my life so much. Anyway, tree taps, or a tree tap. There we go. So I've got my integrated circuit. So I need to take my refined iron, and essentially I'm making a machine housing here. Machine block, basically this is the basis of most machines, and it just sort of gives you an outer container. So now I build my, oh look, I can go from machine block back to refined iron. That's useful to know, because it means that if I want, I can store my iron in machine block form. Right, my control circuit, and then seeing as this is for extracting rubber, it needs all these tree taps in there. There we go, 1 extractor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, I'm going to drop my extractor down there. Now this one I think uses electricity. Or can I burn stuff in this? I don't think I can burn stuff in this. Let's experiment. Let me grab some of this resin. So when I used to burn the resin, I used to get just one bit of rubber out. Yeah, see, that doesn't do anything. I think you can place a battery there. Okay, so now I've got my first electrical machine. I need something to actually power the sucker. So for that, we need a generator. Now, I know you can do things like solar panels and so on, but those are going to be down the line. For now, I just want an old-fashioned coal-burning generator. Just looking to see how I need that. Now I need a battery in order to make this generator. I need some refined iron. I need another machine block. And I need an iron furnace. And I don't want to use the iron furnace I've got there, because otherwise I won't actually have an iron furnace anymore. So I am actually going to have to smelt quite a bit more iron. Okay, let's smelt 16 more iron. I can be making my battery, I think. For that I need tin and more rubber wire. See, this is the thing with this mod, is it seems like it's really easy to get resources, but everything you do takes up so much. Right, so there's my rubber. I'm going to need some tin. And I'm going to need some more copper as well. There we go. So let's use these to cook up some tin ore. How much tin do I need? I need 4 tin. So for now I really am I don't want to smelt more than I need for things. Oh no, I've already got some copper, so I can make myself... Let me make 2 lots of wire, because you always need wire. Doesn't matter if you make too much. There we go. Achievement, get energy flow. Now, why didn't I get that achievement before? These achievements appear random. They just seem to come up over and over again. Oh well. Right, so I've got my wiring. My tin is still cooking, almost done. Then I can make me that battery. There we go. So for a battery you need an outer core of tin, an inner core of redstone, and then you need a contact. And that gives you a rechargeable battery. I think that's what the RE stands for. How's this stuff doing? Almost done, and then I've got to put it in again because it needs to be refined. I'm wondering if it's worth cooking up some more iron over here. I think it is. There we go. Let's shove that in again to make ourselves the refined iron. Now I've got to work out where I'm going to put this generator, because it needs to be able to power all my machines. Now one thing I was thinking is I'd put the generator in the floor, but then it's difficult to get at and refuel and stuff like that. I could put it in the air, couldn't I? What have I got in the way of building material? Let's just get some dirt to act as scaffolding so I can place things. Because there's going to be a machine... What is it? Extract... No, macerate, smelt. Where to put the generator? I mean, I can move it later once I make myself a bronze spanner. You can't move these machine blocks. If I was to break that with a pick or anything else, it would probably just be destroyed, or I'd just get a machine block back. I wouldn't get the electronic circuit or anything like that. I'm thinking this corner might be reasonable, or possibly there, but I need to power this thing as well, because there will be machines here that I'm going to want to power. I don't want to block that. There, maybe. That seems reasonable for now. Okay, one more bit of refined iron. I might not need all 16 of this at the moment, but I probably will do eventually. Okay, refined iron. So, to make a generator, I need another furnace, so I will take this one back. So this is essentially the thing that's going to be burning my fuel. I need another one of those machine blocks. That's what's really going to use the... What happened there? That's interesting. If you notice that, it took the resources from down there and left the pattern in place. So it will actually use the stuff it's got down there to allow you to make multiple things. Interesting. Dangerous, but interesting. Right, battery. Machine block. Furnace. Nope. I'm getting confused. What is going on here? Machine block. Generator. Okay, right, I see. Okay, because I've used a cobblestone furnace down there, I don't need the 3 rows of iron there. There are 2 different recipes for this, and I got confused. There we go. Achievement get suitable power. Might as well leave my refined iron there. So, where had I decided... Oh, I decided to put it there, didn't I? There we go. Now, apparently one of these sides is quite obviously the outlet. Although it's not very obvious on this texture pack. Let me have a quick look around the sides. Huh, it just looks completely uniform. Except for the top. Ooh. Hope you guys don't mind learning with me. There's going to be a little bit of experimentation until we get going. Anyway. This thing will need fuel. Ooh. Okay, see now this is just wasted electricity because it's not doing anything. I need to wire it into something. So the thing with the generator is it doesn't really store any power. It's just going to burn that coal, produce the electricity, and then I think it's just all going to go away. Will it store maybe that much of a charge? It might do. So I need to connect that to my extractor, and then I can start extracting my rubber properly. So let's put my sticky resin, let's put some of my sticky resin there. And did I have spare wire? I do. I have 11 copper cable, which I think is the stuff we want to use. Oh, look at this. So this has started extracting. And it's draining the power from there. Okay, see, and a single sticky resin gives us 3 rubber. So I think I'll pop a little bit of coal in here. Like so, and we'll leave that going. Hey, we've got ourselves a working machine! I'm so happy! I like that. We will get a better power supply later. We're just getting started.